Okay, guys. So a lot of people thought that the culture proof was going to be serious, but I have to say, if you signed up to be one of my audience, which is free, just for my blog, I have to cater to my audience. Okay, so believe it or not, some of them like the end of days. So I have to try to figure out the puzzle of the end of days. Who are the four beasts? Who is the Antichrist? That is what my audience demands, okay? And then loyalty to your race. That is what my audience demands. And no hypocrisy and practice what you preach. That is what my audience demands, okay? So that is the culture proof. If you thought it was different, you're thinking of something else. Okay, so um, today when I was walking to Value Village because I broke my day planner, so I had to buy a new one. I broke the strap on it. I was walking, and it was a windy day, and a cherub. A cherub is a baby angel from heaven threw a seed, like a pine seed, at my face, and it hit my lip. And if my mouth was open, that seed would have fell into my stomach, and a tree would have grown out of my stomach. So a little cherub, a baby angel, played a trick on me. Because one day from heaven, he threw a pine seed, and it hit me in the lip and bounced off. Because I was enjoying the day, had my head up to the clouds, and a little baby angel cherub threw a pine tree, like a pine seed, tried to hit my mouth, but my mouth was closed, or else a tree would have grown out of my stomach. All right, so that's one thing that happened today. Another thing you ought to try is to walk under a pine tree and then have the needles poke your head. All right, so on the way back from Value Village, I walked under a pine tree, and the branches were hanging low, and the needles poked my head. All right, it's perfectly safe to do where the pine tree, the branches hang low, and the needles poke your head. So that's another one. What else? What else? I I want to reiterate again that I'm a big supporter of public education, and if if you got family to look after the kids during the day, then that's good. Or else try to find daycare spot, because I do believe that those teachers in there have early childhood education training. So they do all sorts of activities geared towards stimulating the brains. It's different. It's slightly different from just babysitting. So I think public education is wonderful, and you meet all sorts of different types of kids all around, because here's the thing with daycare, you can have sort of like an informal babysitting business, right? That's not licensed. If you don't look after more than, I think, 10 kids, which is already a lot, maybe 5 kids, 10 or 5 kids, I forgot. But under a certain amount of kids, you don't need a license to look after them. But I think the benefit of daycare is that these are early childhood educators that can stimulate their brain for future growth. So I'm a huge supporter of daycare, huge supporter of public education. That's how apparently I met some very good friends, and they met me. Should I talk about the gossip I learned about moving on? Should I talk about the gossip I learned about some people in Toronto? Should I? Should I? Should I? I don't know if I should. I better not. I better not. I don't want. It's only gossip, right? It's only gossip. But apparently, it's so bad. I'll tell you, it's so bad. It is like living in a barren wasteland, or it is like living in a vat of acid, surrounded by a barren wasteland. It is like the Dark Tower and the Gunslinger. It is like, for some people, it's so bad situation, and yet you can't tell. But it is like living in a barren wasteland or a vat of acid, surrounded by a barren wasteland, and the Dark Tower with the Gunslinger, a la Stephen King. Apparently, it's really bad for some. And it has to do with speculation. It has to do with real estate speculation. And so now they are living in a barren wasteland or in a vat of acid, like the Dark Tower and the Gunslinger of Stephen King, because it has to do with real estate speculation. It's really bad for some people. So that's some of the gossip I learned this morning when I was at the Value Village. So I repeat, a little baby angel tried to plant a pine seed in my stomach so a tree would grow out of it. But my mouth was closed. It was open. The seed went down my mouth into my stomach, and a tree was growing out of it. And then, oh yeah, April the giraffe at Animal Adventure in New York State. I visit her and her family. I have to admit, every day. Yeah. Sometimes, like last night, I didn't get a chance to visit them. I visited them at like midnight, around midnight, and they like it was midnight there as well in New York State, and they were still awake a little bit. So I visit April the giraffe live practically every day on my webcam through my window. I see them live every day. So that's all I have to share for my video diary. So welcome to my stuff. Okay. And if you're gonna do this, I look like Andy Garcia right here. Right here. I look like Andy Garcia right here. If you're gonna do this kind of stuff, don't be loyal to your race. All right? Just be loyal to your race. You don't have to be perfect, but be loyal to your race. Right here. I look like Andy Garcia. Yeah. Right here, I look a little bit like Pretty Woman, like, American Gigolo. Who's that? The Buddhist. I look like him. And here I look like Andy Garcia right here. And then right here I look like your kid. Right here I look like your kid or your husband. And then right here I look like Andy Garcia. And then right here I kind of look like the guy who played Pretty Woman and American Gigolo. All right, I'll see you guys later, eh? I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.